Orion, can I confess something a little embarrassing before we start today's episode?
Based on your tone, I'm either about to hear a deep life lesson or a very strange story.
Hopefully both. A few years ago, I was invited to speak in front of a small group. There were only 12 people in the room.
Only 12? That's not exactly a stadium.
I know, but when it was my turn, it felt like 12,000.
Amazing how our brains can do that.
My heart started beating faster, my hands felt cold, and suddenly I couldn't remember words that I had used for years.
Let me guess. The words didn't disappear because your English was bad.
Exactly. They disappeared because my confidence did.
That's something almost every English learner has experienced. You know the word when you're alone, you know the sentence when you're practicing, but the moment someone looks at you and says, "So, what do you think?" your brain suddenly decides to take a short vacation.
The worst part is that after those moments, we usually blame our English.
Even when English isn't the real problem.
Right. Sometimes the real problem is fear.
Or pressure.
Or the little voice inside your head that whispers, "Don't make a mistake."
That voice can be surprisingly loud.
It can. And today we're going to talk about something that every English learner wants, but many people misunderstand.
English learners want, but many people misunderstand.
Confidence.
But not the kind that looks perfect on social media.
Not the kind where someone speaks 100 words in 30 seconds and everyone says, "Wow, they're so fluent."
We're talking about real confidence.
The quiet kind.
The kind that stays with you even after you make a mistake.
Because mistakes are going to happen.
Absolutely.
Even native speakers make them.
Every single day.
So if confidence isn't perfection,
Then what is it?
that's the question we're exploring today.
And I think our answer might surprise some people.
Before we get there, can I ask you something?
Of course.
When you were standing in front of those 12 people, what frightened you the most?
Honestly,
Always.
I wasn't afraid of forgetting English.
Really?
No, I was afraid of looking foolish.
That's interesting.
There's a difference.
Explain.
Imagine you're carrying a beautiful glass of water across the room.
Okay.
If nobody's watching, you walk naturally.
Right.
But if suddenly everyone stops and stares at you,
You become aware of every step.
exactly.
You start thinking about dropping the glass.
And strangely,
You're more likely to drop it.
yes,
So the pressure changes your behavior.
that's what happens in conversations.
We stop thinking about communicating.
And start thinking about performing.
Wow.
I think that's one of the biggest misunderstandings about speaking English,
People think communication is a performance.
like standing on a stage.
But most conversations aren't performances.
They're partnerships.
Exactly.
You're not trying to impress someone.
You're trying to connect with them.
That sounds simple,
It does,
but it's surprisingly easy to forget.
especially when we're speaking another language.
Can I tell you about something that happened to me?
Please do.
I met someone from another country at a cafe.
Nice.
We started talking in English.
How did it go?
At first, I thought he was incredibly confident.
Why?
He spoke slowly,
That's already different from what many learners expect.
very different.
Go on.
Every few sentences, he paused for a second.
Didn't that seem awkward?
That's what I expected.
But
It wasn't awkward at all,
why not?
because when he paused, it felt intentional.
Not nervous?
No,
Just thoughtful.
exactly.
That's such an important difference.
Then something funny happened.
What?
He forgot a word.
Everyone does.
Instead of apologizing 10 times, he smiled.
And?
He said, "I can't remember the exact word, but let me explain it another way."
That's a beautiful sentence.
Within 10 seconds, I understood him perfectly.
Did anyone care that he forgot one word?
Not even a little.
That's powerful.
Walking home afterwards, I kept thinking about that conversation.
What stayed with you?
He never acted like he needed permission to speak.
Hmm.
He simply joined the conversation.
I love that.
Confidence wasn't in his vocabulary.
It was in his attitude.
Exactly.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Learning to ride a bicycle.
Interesting comparison.
When children first learn to ride,
They wobble.
they fall.
Sometimes a lot.
But nobody expects perfection on day one.
Of course not.
Imagine a child saying, "I'll ride my bicycle after I'm completely confident."
That would never happen,
Why?
because confidence comes after writing.
Not before.
That's exactly how speaking English works.
Yet many adults believe the opposite.
They tell themselves, I'll start speaking when I feel confident,
But confidence is the result.
not the starting point.
That's one sentence worth remembering.
Confidence follows action.
It doesn't wait at the beginning.
Let's stay with that idea for a moment.
Okay.
Imagine confidence as a shadow.
A shadow.
Yes,
Explain.
if you stand still, your shadow stays where it is.
Right.
But when you start walking,
Your shadow follows.
exactly,
So confidence isn't pulling you forward.
it's quietly following you behind you.
That's a beautiful image.
Thank you.
I think many learners imagine confidence as a key.
Meaning?
They believe they need to find the key before opening the door.
But maybe confidence isn't the key.
Maybe it's what you discover after opening the door.
I like that even more.
Because every conversation gives you evidence.
Evidence.
Evidence that you survived.
Even if it wasn't perfect.
Especially if it wasn't perfect.
That's interesting.
Think about your last conversation in English.
Okay,
Did you make a mistake?
probably.
Are you still here?
Thankfully, yes.
Then your brain learns something valuable.
Which is?
Mistakes aren't emergencies.
I wish more people believed that.
Our brains often confuse embarrassment with danger, but those aren't the same.
Not even close.
Embarrassment feels uncomfortable.
Danger threatens your life.
Yet our bodies sometimes react as if they're identical,
That's why your heart races before speaking English.
even when you're just ordering coffee.
Exactly.
It's amazing how dramatic the brain can be.
Very dramatic.
Mine deserves an award.
Mine deserves a whole TV series.
Episode 1, The Missing Vocabulary.
Episode 2, Why Everyone is Secretly Judging You.
Episode 3, They definitely noticed that tiny grammar mistake.
Spoiler alert.
What's the spoiler? Most people were thinking about themselves the entire time.
That's actually true.
Have you ever gone home after meeting someone and spent an hour thinking about one tiny mistake they made?
Honestly,
Yes?
I can't remember the last time I did.
Exactly.
But we assume everyone remembers ours.
That's one of the biggest tricks our minds play on us.
We become the main character in everyone else's story.
When really,
Everyone is busy being the main character in their own story.
that realization changed the way I communicate.
How?
I stopped trying to sound impressive.
And started trying to be understood?
Exactly.
Which one do you think people appreciate more?
Someone who uses difficult words.
Or someone who explains ideas clearly?
Every time, clarity wins.
That's an important word.
Clarity.
It's simple but powerful.
Because communication isn't about showing people how many words you know.
It's about helping someone understand what you mean.
That's a completely different goal.
And when your goal changes,
Your confidence starts changing too.
because now you're focused on connection instead of perfection.
Exactly. And I think that's where our conversation gets really interesting, because once you stop chasing perfection, you start noticing something unexpected about the people you thought were naturally confident.
You know what's funny?
Always.
The people I once thought were the most confident often told me later that they were nervous too.
Really?
Every single one of them.
That's surprising.
At first, yes, but then I realized something.
What?
Confidence isn't the absence of nervousness.
It's what you do while you're nervous.
Exactly.
That reminds me of a pianist I watched once.
I like where this is going.
Before walking onto the stage, he took a deep breath, smiled, and shook his hands.
Was he nervous?
Someone asked him afterward.
And?
He laughed and said, "Of course."
That's refreshing.
Then he added something I'll never forget.
Tell me.
He said, "The goal isn't to remove the butterflies. The goal is to teach them to fly in the same direction."
Wow.
Isn't that beautiful?
Very.
We spend so much energy trying to stop feeling nervous.
Instead of learning to move with it.
Exactly.
I think English learners make the same mistake.
How?
They say, when I'm no longer nervous, I'll start speaking.
But nervousness isn't the enemy.
Avoiding conversation is.
That's an important distinction.
Every conversation you avoid teaches your brain something.
What's that?
Maybe this really is dangerous. And every conversation you survive teaches another lesson.
Maybe I can handle this.
Exactly.
It's like feeding two different animals.
Interesting metaphor.
Imagine fear and courage are both sitting inside you.
Okay.
Every time you avoid speaking, fear gets stronger.
Because you're feeding it.
Every time you try, even imperfectly, courage grows a little stronger.
So the question isn't whether fear exists.
It's which one you're feeding every day.
That's much more practical.
Speaking of practical, can I tell you about one of my students?
Absolutely.
She was brilliant.
Good vocabulary?
Excellent.
Grammar?
Very strong.
So what was the problem?
She almost never spoke.
Really?
Every lesson she wrote amazing answers.
But
The moment I asked her to say those same answers aloud,
she froze.
completely.
Did she tell you why?
One day, she finally admitted it.
What did she say?
If I don't speak, nobody knows my English isn't perfect.
Oh,
That sentence stayed with me for a long time.
because silence felt safer.
Exactly.
But it was also keeping her trapped.
That's the strange thing about fear,
It promises protection.
but often delivers limitation.
That's powerful.
So I asked her to make one small promise.
What was it?
Not to become fearless,
That sounds impossible anyway.
just to say one sentence every class.
Only one?
One honest sentence.
That sounds manageable.
The first week, she spoke exactly 9 words.
9 words.
She counted them.
That's adorable.
The next week,
More?
15.
Progress?
Then 23.
Slowly building.
3 months later,
Let me guess.
I had trouble stopping her.
I love stories like that.
Do you know what changed?
Her vocabulary?
No.
Her grammar?
Not really.
Then what?
Her relationship with mistakes.
Explain.
At first, every mistake felt like proof she wasn't good enough.
That's exhausting.
Later, mistakes became information.
Information?
Something to notice.
Learn from.
And continue.
That's a huge shift.
It changed everything.
You know what I think confidence really is?
Tell me.
Evidence.
Evidence?
Every time you survive a conversation,
Your brain collects evidence.
every successful explanation,
More evidence.
every misunderstanding you solve,
More evidence.
every time you forget a word but still finish your idea,
Even more evidence.
confidence isn't magic.
It's accumulated proof.
That's why confidence can't be borrowed.
You have to build it yourself.
One conversation at a time.
I think some listeners needed to hear that.
Me too.
Because we're living in a world of highlights.
Social media?
Exactly.
We only see fluent conversations.
We don't see the thousands of awkward ones that came first,
Imagine watching someone's 100th attempt.
while comparing it to your first.
That's never fair.
Never.
Here's something I wish every learner understood.
Go ahead.
Fluency doesn't erase awkward moments.
It doesn't?
Not at all.
Then what changes?
Fluent speakers recover faster.
Ah,
They don't panic.
they adjust.
They laugh.
They explain differently.
They continue.
Continue.
That's my favorite word today.
Mine too.
Because confidence isn't about avoiding interruptions.
It's about refusing to let interruptions stop the journey.
Beautifully said.
Thank you.
Can I challenge you with something?
Always.
Imagine 2 English learners.
Okay.
The first learner knows 5,000 words,
Impressive.
but speaks only once a month.
Okay.
The second learner knows only 3,000 words,
Smaller vocabulary.
but speaks every day.
Interesting.
Who becomes confident first?
The second learner.
Why?
Because confidence grows through use, not storage.
Exactly.
Vocabulary sitting inside your notebook can't build confidence.
Only vocabulary that leaves your mouth can.
That's worth writing down.
I hope someone does.
Me too.
Let's make this even more practical.
Good idea.
Suppose tomorrow someone asks you a question in English.
Okay.
What's the first thing most nervous learners do?
They start searching for perfect grammar.
And while they're searching,
The silence gets longer.
their heartbeat gets faster.
Panic arrives.
Instead,
Start with something simple.
exactly.
Buy yourself a few seconds.
Like saying, that's an interesting question.
Or, let me think about that for a moment.
I love those phrases.
They're not just words, they're breathing space.
Exactly.
They give your brain time to catch up.
And here's something surprising.
Go on. Native speakers use these phrases constantly.
They absolutely do.
Because thinking isn't weakness.
It's part of communication.
Have you ever noticed great interviewers?
Yes,
They rarely answer immediately.
that's true.
They pause,
Reflect,
organize their thoughts.
then answer with clarity.
Nobody watches that and thinks, they're slow.
They think they're thoughtful.
Exactly.
One tiny pause can completely change how people hear you.
Provided the pause feels intentional.
That's the key.
Panic rushes.
Confidence chooses.
I like that.
Me too.
You know, today's conversation keeps reminding me of something my grandfather used to say.
What was it?
Walk at the speed of your courage.
That's beautiful.
When I was younger, I didn't understand it.
And now?
Now, I think he meant that life isn't a race against other people.
It's a relationship with yourself.
Exactly.
English learning feels the same.
It really does.
You don't have to speak faster than someone else.
You just have to speak a little more bravely than you did yesterday.
And that's enough for today.
You know, Orion, there's another reason people struggle with confidence that nobody talks about.
I'm listening.
They think confidence arrives all at once.
Like flipping a light switch.
Exactly.
One day you're terrified and the next day you're fearless.
But life doesn't work that way.
Not even close.
Confidence is much quieter.
How would you describe it?
Like watching the sunrise.
That's an interesting image.
You never see the exact second the night becomes morning.
It happens gradually.
Almost invisibly.
Then suddenly you realize everything is brighter.
That's how confidence grows.
We often miss our own progress because we're looking for dramatic changes.
Instead of noticing the small ones.
Like answering one extra question.
Speaking a little longer.
Recovering from a mistake faster.
Smiling instead of apologizing.
Asking someone to repeat instead of pretending to understand.
Those are huge victories.
Even if they don't feel huge.
Especially because they don't feel huge.
Can I tell you about something that happened to me when I traveled last year?
Of course.
I was waiting at a train station.
Okay.
An elderly tourist walked up to a ticket machine.
Let me guess.
He couldn't understand how it worked.
That happens a lot.
He looked around and finally asked someone for help.
In English?
Yes.
Was his English perfect?
Not even close.
Then what happened?
He pointed, smiled, used a few words, and even made hand gestures.
Did the other person understand?
Within 30 seconds.
That's communication.
Exactly.
Not perfect grammar.
Just two human beings trying to solve a problem together.
That's something many learners forget.
Language was never created to impress people.
It was created to connect people.
Sometimes I think we make English much more complicated than it really is.
We definitely do.
We imagine every conversation is an exam.
But real life isn't an exam.
Nobody gives you a score after ordering coffee.
Imagine that.
Congratulations, your pronunciation was 8 out of 10.
Unfortunately, you lost 2 points because you forgot the article.
That would be exhausting.
And ridiculous.
Thankfully, life doesn't work like that.
Most people are simply happy they understood you.
Exactly.
I think confidence grows faster when we remember something very simple.
What's that?
The person listening usually wants the conversation to succeed.
That's true.
They're not secretly hoping you fail.
In fact, they're usually helping you without you even noticing.
They guess your meaning.
They fill in missing words.
They overlook tiny mistakes.
Because that's what conversation is.
Teamwork.
I love that word.
Me too.
Communication isn't a competition.
It's cooperation.
That's a sentence worth remembering.
You know what else I've noticed?
Tell me.
The most confident people I know ask the most questions.
That's interesting.
They aren't trying to prove they're smart.
They're curious.
Exactly.
Curiosity takes the attention away from yourself.
Explain that.
When you're constantly thinking, how do I sound?
You're focused inward.
But when you become curious,
You start focusing outward.
you wonder about the other person,
Their ideas.
their experiences.
Their opinions.
Suddenly, you're having a conversation instead of giving a performance.
That's such a powerful shift.
It helped me a lot.
Really?
Years ago, I stopped trying to think of impressive answers.
And started asking better questions?
Exactly.
Like what?
How did you get interested in that?
Nice.
What happened next?
That's a great one.
What do you enjoy most about it?
People love talking about their experiences.
And while they're talking,
You have time to think.
exactly.
That's a strategy many learners don't realize.
Great conversations aren't built only on speaking.
They're built on listening.
Sometimes listening is the most confident thing you can do.
I couldn't agree more.
Can I introduce a word that fits perfectly here?
Please.
Curious.
I like that word.
If you're curious, you genuinely want to learn something
Not because you have to.
because you're interested.
For example, instead of worrying about your next sentence,
Stay curious about the other person's story
curiosity is surprisingly calming.
because it moves your attention away from fear.
That's a vocabulary word worth using this week.
Definitely.
Here's another one I love.
Go ahead.
Resilient.
That's an excellent word.
A resilient person recovers after difficulties.
They don't stay down forever.
Imagine dropping your phone.
Ouch.
A fragile phone breaks immediately.
A resilient phone survives the fall.
Confidence isn't about never falling.
It's about becoming resilient enough to stand back up.
Beautiful.
Here's another useful word.
I'm ready.
Hesitate.
Many learners know this feeling.
To hesitate means to pause because you're uncertain.
We all hesitate sometimes.
The goal isn't to eliminate hesitation.
It's to shorten it.
Exactly.
Instead of waiting 2 minutes,
Wait 2 seconds.
then speak.
Progress, not perfection.
That's becoming today's unofficial motto.
I'm happy with that.
Me too.
Let's play a little game.
I love games.
I'll describe 2 people.
Okay.
Person A speaks perfect English,
Impressive.
but never starts conversations.
Okay.
Person B makes grammar mistakes,
Uh-huh.
sometimes forgets vocabulary,
Sounds familiar.
but smiles, asks questions, and enjoys talking.
I know which person I'd rather have coffee with.
Person B?
Without hesitation.
Why?
Because conversations are about energy.
Not perfection.
Nobody remembers every grammar rule you used.
They remember how you made them feel.
That's true in every language.
You know, I've noticed something fascinating.
Tell me.
Children learning their first language almost never apologize.
You're right.
They simply try again.
Again and again.
Imagine if adults learned that habit.
Our progress would probably double.
Maybe even triple.
Instead, adults often begin a sentence like this,
Sorry, my English is terrible.
before they've even spoken.
That's like introducing yourself by listing your weaknesses.
Exactly.
What if we replaced that sentence?
With what?
I'm still learning, so thank you for your patience.
That feels completely different.
One sentence comes from fear.
The other comes from growth.
Growth is attractive,
Fear is understandable.
but it doesn't have to lead the conversation.
That's another important distinction.
Fear can come with you.
It just doesn't get to hold the microphone.
I love that image.
Me too.
Maybe confidence isn't removing fear.
Maybe it's choosing who gets to speak.
Exactly.
And little by little,
Your own voice becomes louder than your doubts.
that's a journey worth taking.
For English,
For work,
for friendships.
for every part of life.
Because the truth is,
Confidence doesn't change only the way you speak.
it changes the opportunities you're willing to accept.
And that's where everything begins to change.
Before we finish today's conversation, Orion, I want to ask you one last question.
Go ahead.
If someone listening to us right now says, I still don't feel confident, what would you tell them?
I'd probably smile first.
Why?
Because I know exactly how they feel.
Me too.
Then I'd tell them something I wish someone had told me years ago.
I'm listening.
Stop measuring confidence by how you feel.
Interesting.
Start measuring it by what you do.
Explain that.
Imagine 2 mornings.
Okay.
On the first morning, you wake up feeling incredibly confident,
Sounds nice.
but you never practice English.
All right.
On the second morning, you're nervous,
Very realistic.
but you watch a podcast, learn a few new expressions, send one voice message, and have one short conversation.
Which morning brings you closer to fluency?
The second one, every single time.
Feelings come and go.
Actions leave evidence.
Exactly.
That's probably my favorite sentence from today's episode.
Mine too.
Feelings are like weather.
They change constantly.
Some mornings are sunny.
Others are cloudy.
Sometimes there's even a storm.
But imagine a pilot refusing to fly because every day isn't perfectly sunny.
They'd never leave the ground.
Exactly.
We can't wait for perfect emotional weather.
We learn to travel anyway.
That's what confident people do.
Not because they're fearless.
Because they trust themselves.
Trust.
That's another important word.
Confidence and trust are close friends.
You don't suddenly trust another person overnight.
They earn it.
One promise at a time.
One honest conversation at a time.
One experience at a time.
So why would trusting yourself be any different?
That's a great question.
Every time you say you'll practice,
And you actually practice.
you strengthen self-trust.
Every time you avoid something, even though you promised yourself you'd try.
Self-trust becomes weaker.
Which means confidence isn't only about speaking English.
It's also about keeping small promises to yourself.
I wish someone had explained that to me years ago.
Me too. Can I share one final story?
Please.
I met a man in his 70s at a bookstore.
Really?
We started talking, and somehow the conversation turned to learning languages.
That's a nice surprise.
He told me he had started learning English after retirement.
That's inspiring.
I asked him why.
What did he say?
He smiled and said, "Because I still want my world to become bigger."
Wow.
Then he laughed and added, "Besides, my grandchildren speak English better than I do, and I plan to catch them."
I love that.
His pronunciation wasn't perfect.
I can imagine.
Sometimes he searched for words.
Like all of us.
But do you know what I noticed?
What?
He never apologized for learning.
That's beautiful.
He was proud of trying.
There's something powerful about that attitude.
It completely changed the conversation.
Because confidence is contagious.
It really is.
When someone accepts their imperfections,
Other people relax too,
suddenly the conversation feels human.
instead of stressful.
You know, today's episode started with a story about fear.
It did.
But I don't think today's lesson is really about fear anymore.
What do you think it's about?
Permission.
Permission?
Giving yourself permission to learn publicly.
I like that.
Giving yourself permission to pause.
To ask questions.
To laugh at mistakes.
To keep going.
Because every fluent speaker was once a beginner.
Every confident speaker was once nervous.
Every great conversation started with one sentence.
And maybe your next sentence changes everything.
Before we finish, let's leave everyone with a few expressions they can start using today.
Great idea.
Instead of saying, "My English is bad,"
Try saying, "I'm improving every day."
instead of saying, "I'm afraid to speak,"
Say, "I'm practicing speaking."
instead of saying, "I made too many mistakes."
Say, "I learned something new today."
Do you notice something?
Yes,
None of those sentences ignore reality
they simply describe reality differently.
in a healthier way.
Language shapes thinking,
And thinking shapes confidence.
which means every sentence you say to yourself matters.
Maybe the most important conversation you'll ever have.
Is the one inside your own mind.
So be kind to yourself.
Be patient with yourself.
Celebrate small victories.
Keep showing up.
Keep listening,
Keep speaking,
even when it feels uncomfortable.
especially when it feels uncomfortable.
Because one day you'll realize something.
What's that?
The conversations that once terrified you,
Have become ordinary.
the words you once struggled to remember,
Come naturally.
the confidence you spent years searching for,
Was quietly growing every time you decided not to give up.
and that's the beautiful part.
Confidence rarely arrives with applause.
It arrives quietly,
Conversation after conversation.
mistake after mistake,
Smile after smile.
until one day,
You stop asking, "Can I do this?"
and you simply start doing it.
If you're listening today, we'd like to leave you with one small challenge.
Before tomorrow ends,
Speak English with someone for just 5 minutes.
it could be a friend,
A classmate,
a language partner.
or even yourself in front of a mirror.
Don't worry about sounding perfect.
Focus on being present.
Learn one new word.
Use one new expression.
Ask one genuine question.
And if you make a mistake,
Smile.
correct it if you can.
Then keep talking.
Because that's exactly what confident communicators do.
If today's conversation encouraged you, we'd love to hear from you.
Tell us in the comments about one situation where you want to feel more confident speaking English.
It could be at work,
At school,
while traveling,
during an interview,
or simply chatting with a new friend.
your story might encourage someone else who's feeling exactly the same way today.
And remember,
Learning English isn't about becoming someone else.
it's about giving your own voice a chance to be heard by more people.
Keep learning.
Keep growing.
Keep believing in yourself.
And we'll see you in the next episode of Learn English with Podcast.
Until then, take care of yourself.
And keep the conversation going.